Hello, Chickchang back with another summary, part 3 of Halo 2, starting from when the Master Chief and Arbiter meet each other with the Gravemind. If you missed either of the first two parts, they will be in the description below. Let's begin. It opens up with the cutscene before the mission Gravemind, where the two main protagonists meet the Flood leader, along with 2401 Pentient Tangent and the Prophet of Regret Reanimated.
What is that?
I am a monument to all your sins.
Relax. I'd rather not piss this thing off.
Demon. This one is machine and nerve, and has its mind concluded. This one is but flesh and faith, and is the more deluded.
Kill me or release me, parasite. But do not waste my time with talk.
There is much talk, and I have listened through rock and metal and time. Now I shall talk, and you shall listen.
Greetings. I am 2401 Penitent Tangent. I am the monitor of Installation 05.
And I am the Prophet of Regret, Council of Most High, Hierarch of the Covenant.
A reclaimer? Here? At last. We have much to do. This facility must be activated if we are to control this outbreak.
Stay where you are. Nothing can be done until my sermon is complete.
Not true. This installation has a successful utilization record of 1.2 trillion simulated and 1 actual. It is ready to fire on demand.
Of all the objects our lords left behind, there are none so worthless as these oracles. They know nothing of the great journey!
And you know nothing about containment. You have demonstrated complete disregard for even the most basic protocols.
This one's containment, and this one's great journey are the same. Your prophets have promised you freedom from a doomed existence, but you will find no salvation on this ring. Those who built this place knew what they wrought. Do not mistake their intent, or all will perish as they did before.
This thing is right. Halo is a weapon. Your prophets are making a big mistake.
Your ignorance already destroyed one of the sacred rings, demon. It shall not harm another.
If you will not hear the truth, then I will show it to you. There is still time to stop the key from turning, but first it must be found. You will search one likely spot, and you will search another. Fate had us meet as foes, but this ring will make us brothers.
We are, all of us, gravely concerned. The release of the parasite was unexpected, unfortunate, but there is no need to panic. In truth, this is a time to rejoice. A moment that all the Covenant should savor. For the sacred icon has been found. With it, our path is clear, our entry into the divine beyond guaranteed. The great journey is nigh, and nothing, not even the Flood, can stop it.
Boo.
Kill the demon!
After talking with the Gravemind, he sends them separate ways through portals, John ending up in the same room as both Prophets, Truth, and Mercy. They leave to try and get to the Dreadnought while John fights off the still loyal Covenant. After clearing the room, John puts Cortana in the system so she can direct him through the rest of High Charity.
That prophet, Truth, he has the index. You've got to take it from him. Let me get these doors. Go. It'll be easier to track Truth if I stay in the network.
Chief pushes through fight after fight, killing anything that stands in his way, until seeing the infighting between the brutes and elites, due to the Great Schism. Once realizing they were trying to kill each other, he would let them fight it out and then clean up the rest. Cortana gets a raid on some Marines that are being held captive, so John gets to them, killing the guards and rescuing who he can. During this time, the Gravemind actually took over in Amberclad and crashed into High Charity in order to do it himself.
Split them up, one in each phantom.
The hopes of all the Covenant rest on your shoulders, Chieftain.
My faith is strong. I will not fail.
Let him be. The great journey waits for no one, brother. Not even you.
John comes down the elevator to just miss them, but finds Mercy on the ground being attacked still by the bulbous infection form.
Your pal. Where's he going?
Earth, to finish what we started. And this time, none of you will be left behind.
That structure in the center of the city, it's a Forerunner ship. And Truth is heading straight for it. If he leads the Covenant fleet to Earth, they won't stand a chance. You have to stop him.
That brute has the index. And Miranda and Johnson. He can activate the ring.
If he does, I'll detonate in Amberclad's reactor just like we did the Autumns. The blast will destroy this city and the ring. Not a very original plan, but we know it'll work. No, I don't want to chance a remote detonation. I need to stay here.
A Pelican with Flood crash nearby, interrupting the conversation, so John makes his way to the Forerunner ship in the middle of the city.
Gravemind used us. We were just a diversion. In Amberclad was always its intended vector. There's a conduit connecting this tower to the ship. Head back inside. I'll lead you to it.
Killing even more Flood and Covenant along the way. Eventually comes up to a beam that takes him across to the Dreadnought.
Chief, when you get to Earth, good luck.
After I'm through with Truth.
Don't make a girl a promise. If you know you can't keep it.
And then John rides the ship out through slipspace. Now while all of that is going on, Arbiter is teleported near the control room of the installation, where he finds many dead elites, obviously killed by the brutes due to their apparent rebellion. Thel, along with other elites, grunts, and hunters that are still loyal to the elites, they make their way and kill anything that stands in their way.
the rings, Arbiter. The counselors, are they murdered by the brutes? Vile, disloyal beasts. The prophets were fools to trust them. What is that place? Where the counselors were meant to watch the consecration of the Icon. The start of the great journey.
There is still time to stop the key from turning.
I must get inside. Then mount up, Arbiter. I know a way to break those doors.
Thel, along with Artos, move through in their vehicles, eliminating any ghosts or brutes that try to stand in their way. And once inside the building, get some much needed help from other elites and some hunters that are found along the way. They meet Avery Johnson, who has a heart-to-heart with Arbiter.
Listen, you don't like me and I sure as hell don't like you. But if we don't do something, Mr. Mohawk's gonna activate this ring. And we're all gonna die.
Tartarus has locked himself inside the control room.
Well, I just happen to have a key. Come on, grab a banshee and give me some cover.
Arbiter does just what Johnson needs. Goes through destroying Wraith after Wraith, and taking out any banshees that fly overhead trying to attack the Scarab on its way to the door. And then once the door is destroyed, Thal moves in to chase after Tartarus. And here's how the conversation goes.
Come, human. It is easy. Take the icon in your hands. And do as you are told.
Please use caution. This reclaimer is delicate.
One more word, Oracle, and I'll rip your eye from its socket. Which is nothing compared to what I'll do to you.
Tartarus, stop.
Impossible.
Put down the icon.
Put it down and disobey the Hierarchs?
There are things about Halo even the Hierarchs do not understand.
Take care, Arbiter. What you say is heresy.
Is it? Oracle, what is Halo's purpose?
Collectively, the seven.
Not another word.
Please. Don't shake the light bulb. If you want to keep your brain inside your head, I tell those boys to chill. Go ahead. Do your thing.
The sacred rings, what are they?
Weapons of last resort, built by the Forerunners to eliminate potential flood hosts, thereby rendering the parasite harmless.
And those who made the rings? What happened to the Forerunners?
After exhausting every other strategic option, my creators activated the rings. They and all additional sentient life in 3 radii of the galactic center died as planned. Would you like to see the relevant data?
Tartarus, the prophets have betrayed us.
But after smoking Johnson with Guilty Spark, he forces Miranda to activate the ring, blinded by his faith in the Great Journey.
The great journey has begun, and the brutes, not the elite, shall be the prophet's escort.
A fight commences where Thel, the elite zealots, and Johnson fight Tartarus and his brute company. After a long, well-fought battle, Tartarus is finally killed. Then Miranda is able to retake control of the Index, stopping the detonation of the ring. Sor Cortana staying behind in the end wasn't necessary, and it comes back to haunt everybody.
What's that?
A beacon
What's it doing?
communicating at superluminal speeds with the frequency of
Communicating with what?
the other installations.
Show me.
Fail-safe protocol. In the event of unexpected shutdown, the entire system will move to standby status. All remaining platforms are now ready for remote activation.
Remote activation? From here?
Don't be ridiculous.
Listen, Tinkerbell, don't make me...
Then where? Where would someone go to activate the other rings?
Why the Ark? Of course.
Where, Oracle, is that?
We've got a new contact.
Delete that signal. Master Chief, you mind telling me what you're doing on that ship?
Sir, finishing this fight.
And in the end, High Charity was entirely filled with flood infection, the Gravemind happy about what has become of his situation.
Silence fills the empty grave now that I have gone. But my mind is not at rest, for questions linger on. I will ask, and you will answer.
All right. Shoot.
And that's where it leaves off. There is much that goes on between Gravemind and Cortana between Halo 2 and 3, but it's pretty much all in a short story within the Evolutions book that I will actually be doing eventually. I just wanted to finish up Halo 2 and 3 before I jump back into the novels. Hope you enjoyed the summary of Halo 2. Halo 3 will be next, and before I jump back into the novels. If you have any questions or something you'd like to add, comment down below. Thanks for watching. Chickchang out.